Hello, warriors of the ARTE da Guerra channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about a method of warfare that is making NATO sit up and take notice, a real headache for Ukraine and its NATO allies, which are Russia's fiber-optic guided drones. But before we start, I wanted to tell you that I am Commander Robinson-Farinazzo, a Navy Reserve officer, and this is the ARTE da Guerra channel, the military analysis platform. Subscribe to our channel and give us a like. That said, let's get to today's video. First, I want to present to you an article that appeared in the United States Business Insider magazine discussing this topic. Follow along with us. Look, here it is. I won't show the entire article because we're going to comment on it, right? But what you can see is the following. Russia's non-jammable drones are causing chaos, and a company says it can help Ukraine solve the problem. So what's happening? What are fiber-optic guided drones? They are FPV drones, first-person view, guided in first person. They have a very thin fiber-optic wire. So what happens? Since the guidance is by wire, you can't interfere with its radio signal because all communication goes through the wire. That's one of the advantages. The other advantage is that these drones, since they have wiring, are not subject to atmospheric conditions, and data transmission is more precise. You get more accurate videos when it comes to a reconnaissance drone. And the third advantage is the following. You go through a tunnel, for example, with a drone, and you lose the signal. You notice this yourself when you're in the car. You're driving, enter a tunnel, and if there's no repeater inside, you don't have your GPS signal. This happens with drones too. But these fiber-optic drones don't face this problem. So what happens? Ukraine ends up having a big problem because Russia has a weapon for which there are no countermeasures. So, what happens? The Ukrainian troops suffer a lot on the battlefield. Either these drones conduct reconnaissance and you can't interfere, or they are also used for attacks. Now we have to consider the following, folks. The reconnaissance drone is often more dangerous than the attack drone itself. Why? Because it is transmitting data, usually to a command operating Iskander systems. I saw a case the other day in Ukraine, about 2 days ago, where the HIMARS personnel attacked Bryansk. The Russian reconnaissance drones located the position. It must have been a mix of betrayal, espionage, and reconnaissance to confirm. Because sometimes, what happens? The espionage says there's a HIMARS in such a position, but you have to send the drone there to do reconnaissance and better assess the position, etc. Subsequently, the Russian is always attacking with 2 Iskanders at once. The first with conventional ammunition, the second, I've already mentioned this here, I've made a video about it, with cluster ammunition, which is to devastate a fairly large area. So there was a case like this, the drone located the personnel, and subsequently, the attack came. And another thing too, you have to consider the following. Sometimes you are being monitored by a drone, you see it, you can even shoot at it. You shoot it down, fire at it, etc. But when you fire at it, you're revealing your position. Sometimes you have a second drone there that's just observing from a more distant position with greater range, just watching you. When you've revealed your position, then comes the fire. I can't say whether Ukraine's big problem is the difficulty in jamming Russian drones, or if the number of drones Ukraine is deploying on the battlefield is insufficient to counter the Russian volume. That possibility might exist as well. And we know that now, at the end of the Biden administration, Ukraine is facing a general shortage of everything, especially weapons. So it might happen that they have few drones there, making it difficult to effectively combat the Russian volume. We don't know. But the truth is that fiber-optic drones have proven to be a fantastic solution. And it's not a new solution, it's an old one. In my time as a lieutenant, as a cadet, 40 years ago, We already had wire-guided missiles. Normally, the missile was guided by wire, and it seems that this solution is coming back because it becomes very difficult to interfere. So we see that things in war repeat themselves. Some solutions return over time, which is quite interesting. Some people are already saying that there are methods to jam these drones with laser systems, etc. But it's still difficult from what we're seeing, and from the reports coming from the front lines, I don't know if these solutions are reliable. That's the truth. Ukraine is facing a very difficult situation, and it's good for NATO to start looking into this, because if they want to effectively confront, in the future, as they are planning, to face Iranians and Chinese, I want to tell you that drones are this group's specialty. It's the main course. So folks, that was our video for today. Write what you think about this. If you think there is already a solution for these fiber optic drones, write where you have seen these cases, if they are really efficient, what the countermeasures are. It's important to know your analysis. Also, mention where you are writing from, your state, your city, your profession. This is very important for us to understand the mindset of our subscriber. I also wanted to say, for those who want to support the channel, it's ready. You can give a super sticker or super chat, or Pix, which is the one running here on the screen. I wanted to say the following. Channels like ours, which are military channels, suffer. YouTube restricts a lot. So, your Pix, your contribution in the super chat, or even purchasing books on Amazon, enrolling in our courses, I'm going to play a promo now for our drone course for you. Enrolling in courses at the ARTE Da Guerra channel school helps our channel. I also need to remind you, lastly, that we have now launched the ARTE Da Guerra channel in English. I'll leave the link here in the description. Subscribe and share. You can comment in Portuguese there, no problem. I'll leave you now with the promo for our drone course from the channel's school. Then there are the drone books from Amazon, and we'll be back tomorrow, always with responsibility, commitment, and faith in Brazil, folks. See you later. Folks, on Amazon you can find, in addition to drones with cameras, etc., a very good bibliography on the subject, highlighting this one, Drones Guide to Unmanned Aircraft, Drone Wars, the Professional Drone Guide, as well. In short, the collection of publications and even drones available on Amazon is fantastic. There's something for everyone. And I remember that every time you buy books and other items on Amazon, you are helping the ARTE Da Guerra channel. Amazon accepts credit cards, bank slips, it offers installment plans. In short, it makes any deal, and the delivery is secure and quite fast.